على دور الاغتراب اللبناني في مساعدة الاقتصاد اللبناني بهالأزمة، خاصة بهالأزمة اللي عم نمر فيها. تفضل مسيو مناسا.
ميرسي بريزيدان. أنا بس بدي أعتذر شوي من الجميع لأنه أنا كابن اغتراب لغتي العربية النحوية منا كتير قوية. بدكم تسمحوا لي أتقدم باللغة الإنجليزية بالأول، لأن بعدين إذا الترجمة هيدي فينا نبعتها للانتشار اللبناني إجمالا. وبعدين أكيد بنكمل أسئلة باللغة العربية، ما عندي مشكلة بالحكي يعني بالهين. تعلمنا عربي عن كبر وهيدي مشكلة كل واحد لبناني برا. Thank you Dr. Munir Rashid. I want to thank Mr. President محمد الأتربي، رئيس مجلس إدارة اتحاد مصارف العربية، Dr. وسام فتوح General Secretary and their teams for their invitation and the most cordial welcome reserved to HALFA Association, our association in Paris, Hommes d'affaires Libanais de France. هيديك الساعة سمعت المدام عم بتقول إنه بس في رجال عم تحضر، بس أنا حبيت الفت لنظرها إنه كلمة Hommes d'affaires بالاتش ماجيسكول يعني اتش الكبيرة تعتبر للنسوان وللرجال، ونحن عندنا كمان نسوان كتير ضمن الأم دافير لبناني دو فرانس. I want especially to thank our friendly brothers, neighboring Arab countries. Thanks those who always were and still standing with my homeland Lebanon, and all those who will help Lebanon to stand on their feet. I'm confident this will happen. Time has changed. We need another model to overcome the crisis, to guarantee future of our children. We need a restructuring process based on trust in ourselves, trust in one and another, trust in the groups and the nation. Lebanon. We need stability. No progress and no construction can be made unless they are based on stability. Because of the lack of stability, we paid a high price in terms of progress, prosperity, and development, and in terms of loss of financial and the human potential due to the actual present situation. كل ولادنا هاجروا وسافروا، ما بقى في حدا. See, stability lays the foundation for dialogue, which in turn is the third key element of rebirth, progress, and better future. Sometimes we should give a free hand for interpretation and listen to each other without oversensitivity. During the World Economic Forum Global Competitiveness Index 2018, بال2018, the most problems factor for doing business in Lebanon was government instability, corruption, inadequate supply of infrastructure, inefficient government bureaucracy, policy instability, tax rates, restrictive labor regulation, access to finance. World Bank survey on expatriates like me from MENA region defined the obstacles for not being engaged in country of origin, concerns about the weak legal framework and law enforcement, political instability, macroeconomic instability. Second, obstacles to investing in home country, weak business environment, political instability, lack of information on business opportunities, lack of information on regulations, unfavorable macroeconomic environment, lack of good infrastructure. And third and last, diaspora expectations from government, what we are waiting for, our need, have an institution, special institution dedicated to diaspora issues. More trade and investment promotions by embassies and consulate, matching investors, traders, entrepreneurs with the diaspora, and tax incentive. As expatriates, united we rise, divided we fall, like now. Consequently, it's imperative to work on creating international chamber house. We are really dreaming about it. If the government here or the private sector can create an international private house, chamber house, like in Australia. This idea emerged through an CCI, which is Australian, New Zealand, Lebanese Chamber of Commerce International we're working with, presided by my friend, Mr. President Fadi Zoui in Melbourne. This chamber will lay the foundation of an organized and coordinated action to promote, defend, and safeguard Lebanese business interests scattered across the globe by linking the chambers of commerce and industries in Lebanon with those foreign chambers of commerce abroad. We need to share your thoughts and ideas and how to make a dream come true. 1 year ago, WLCU, World Lebanese Cultural Union Congress, presided by Mr. Nabi Shartouni, our president in Mexico, in University Holy Spirit Catholic and Hotel Royal confirmed the idea of the late Jose Miguel Abed, who died 2 months before the Congress, from Mexico, and it was his idea, the $1 per day per immigrant for Lebanon. يعني $1 بالنهار من كل واحد مغترب للبنان. 8 months later, بعد ما أخذنا هالقرار, US Bank, which is the city bank in New York, accepted the opening of such accounts. ما كانت هينة أبداً، لأنه لبنان جامعة لبنانية ثقافية عم بيفتحوا حساب بنيويورك وكتير قاصيين كانوا معنا بوقتها. بعد 8 أشهر انفتح الحساب. This action was endorsed by the extraordinary Congress last February in Mexico City, in which I took place. Actually, American lawyers and largest auditing cabinet preparing bylaws and defining objective of such funds. It will finance on priority microfinance credit, which is $1,000, $2,000, $3,000. Usually we have to do it in this way for a survival in Lebanon. We are 12 million people actually around the globe. Let's say 8 million. If 1 million put $1 per day per immigrant in this Sanduk, we will have around, let's say, 400 million yearly. Or 2 million put $1, it will be 800 million. It's too much money. But the problem was, sure, we are now trying to studying in the good way because, you know, it's America. We can't take risk by opening accounts ويرجع ينسرق كل صندوق بينسرق ورا بعضهم مثل ما تعودنا يعني هون. The potential is huge. Without a state, there is no trust. أكيد بلا دولة ما فينا نمشي، ما فينا نعيش. We are certain to be ready, were and able to help our country assisting the assets of a sovereign funds, managed in a fit and proper way, talking about صندوق سيادي أصول دولة, which is totally different from a development funds in which we may participate, which is the صندوق الإنمائي. If managed in fit and proper way, this is why we need first to see conditioned, independent judiciary. We need a nation, we need a homeland to be controlled, and restoration of a productive economy. There is a huge example for invest in telephone, electricity, highways. We have 3 airports, Raya, we have Alayat, we have also the airport of Beirut. We have no dry docks. We have 220 kilometers on the sea, no dry docks at all. We can have 1, 2 dry docks to produce boats. We have no metro. We have no railway tracks, no serious industrial zone, no qualitative farming, all that we were supposed to be in Cedar project. This Cedar project was 12 billion, 12 milliard at this time, and it doesn't take place because we need political will and we need reforms. We need reforms, sir, Mr. of the government. If no reforms, we can't do anything. I'm addressing you from this platform, being fully responsible as Lebanese that respect the forum's participant and organizer. And I want to thank you, Mr. Khatib, and thank all the people who are doing this kind of work because really you are soldier. Really, you are soldier for Lebanon. being fully responsible as Lebanese that respect the forum's participants and organizers and strive to achieve the goal it was created for, to tell you that we need to go into a new era of full responsibility of promoting our societies, countries and nations, a responsibility that should be shared by all to fulfill our aspiration for a secure, stable, and prosperous future. To overcome challenges and deficits, all that in, unfortunately, the most immigrant country in the world and the most country with the most displacement, نازحين في لبنان. And I want to tell you at last something. Every Congress, I want to repeat it. We used in Mexico to have a president, Mr. Adolfo López Mateos, which was the president of Mexico between 1958 and 1964. And he said something very, very important. لأنه مدخول القومي المكسيكي 12.5% للدولة المكسيكية. شوفوا وين ناجحين نحن برا. قال لهم كلمة كتير مهمة. كين el que no tenga un amigo libanés que lo busque. يلي ما عنده رفيق لبناني يروح يفتش عليه.
Thank you very much. Thank you.